I'd like to revisit all of them. I always feel wish I could just go back. Oh, I could have done that, could have done this differently.
Rest of my life?
Well, that's a great question.
Ooh. Oh, hell no. How utterly dull.
There are good and bad to all of the worlds that I've created. I'm not sure I would want to be in a Western where I was, a robot and repeatedly attacked. So let's eliminate that one for now, although there are some very beautiful moments in it.
There's a role I did on stage playing Peter Allen, the boy from Oz. I had a lot of fun doing that. He was super cheeky. I got to ad lib every night on stage by about 10 minutes and some crazy things happened. I don't know how, but one night I ended up pulling Matt Damon and Barbara Walters out of the audience, and Matt and I gave Barbara Walters a lap dance. Now, that kind of fun, you just can't really script that, right?
I mean, I guess I could be Ilsa Faust because she's a cool ass-kicking agent with a versatile, interesting trait of self-destruction and vulnerability. But yeah, I think being an agent is quite cool. It takes you all over the world. And you also serve a purpose.
Despite, the tragedy and the difficulties that happen when the waters rise on the coast from global warming, there is a sensuality and poetry that I tried to bring to that world that's really informed by my travels in, well, of course, Venice in Italy, but also in Thailand, the floating markets there, and in Asia, where my mom's side of the family is from. There's a thing called the Lantern Festival where you go out late at night and you all light these beautiful lanterns. And I just remember that feeling of wonderment from something so simple. It was just a candle in a paper wrapper and it felt magical. And I wanted to infuse that sense of magic into the world of Reminiscence.
When the waters began to rise and war broke out, nostalgia became a way of life. There wasn't a lot to look forward to. So people began looking back.
So Reminiscence is a movie that takes place in the near future in a almost submerged Miami, where it's so hot that everyone lives basically at nighttime. It's too hot to live during the day. And I play a character recently returned from war, suffering PTSD, who now has a business running a reminiscence machine, which allows people to go in and relive memories. It was used in the war for interrogation. And into his business walks this beautiful woman, played by Rebecca Ferguson, and they very quickly start a love affair and get into this torrid, sort of passionate romance, and then she disappears.
Nothing is more addictive than the past.
No, put me back. Put me back.
She has moved on, and you should too.
Don't go down this path. Stay here in this life.
She's kind of a bit of a deadbeat, really. And it's only when Nick starts to become entangled in something that is going to draw him into a very corrupt and very dangerous world that she starts to come alive. And she ends up becoming the narrator of the whole story. And the sense, the tiny degree of hope that we kind of have is through her eyes.